Ever stared at your phone, about to send or receive money, and suddenly that nagging question pops into your head? You know, the one that makes you pause, maybe even sweat a little? Wait a minute. Venmo. SSN, do they really need that? It's like that little voice in your head asking if you're about to hand over the keys to your financial kingdom, or just splitting the dinner bill. We've all been there, right? Venmo's become this everyday tool, a digital handshake for our finances. It's how we pay back friends for that spontaneous pizza night, chip in for a group gift, or even settle up for that weekend getaway. It's seamless, it's convenient, and honestly, it's kind of become essential. But with that convenience comes a sense of hold on, what's really going on behind the scenes? Think about it. We're talking about your money. Your hard-earned cash. And suddenly, an app is asking for something as sensitive as your social security number. It's enough to make anyone hit the brakes and wonder, is this safe? Is it necessary? Am I about to get caught in some kind of digital trap? The world of digital finance, of peer-to-peer payment apps, has exploded. It's changed how we interact with money. But that growth also brings a whole new set of questions, especially when it comes to security and privacy. We're not just moving physical cash around anymore. We're dealing with digital information, data points, and algorithms that can feel a bit opaque. And let's be real, the idea of handing over your SSN to an app, even one as widely used as Venmo, can be unsettling. It's that 9-digit number that's tied to everything from your credit history to your tax filings. It's the key to your financial identity. So, naturally, we want to know, why? What's the reason? And more importantly, is it justified? So, let's dive into the core of this question. Does Venmo really need your social security number? The short answer is, sometimes, yes. But it's not as simple as a blanket "they always do." There are specific situations where Venmo, and other similar platforms, will require your SSN. The first and most common reason is for identity verification. This is a crucial step in complying with federal regulations, specifically the USA Patriot Act and other anti-money laundering, AML, and Know Your Customer, KYC, laws. These regulations are designed to prevent financial crimes, like money laundering and fraud. Think of it this way, when you open a bank account, you have to provide certain identifying information, right? Venmo, in certain scenarios, is acting like a financial institution, facilitating the transfer of funds. And just like a bank, they have to verify who you are. Now, when does this actually happen? It's not every single time you send a friend $20 for coffee. Typically, you'll be asked for your SSN in these situations. When you reach certain transaction limits, if you send or receive a significant amount of money within a certain period, Venmo might require additional verification, including your SSN. These limits are in place to prevent large-scale fraud and money laundering. When you're upgrading your account, some Venmo features, like business accounts or certain enhanced services, may require additional verification, which could include your SSN. When there's a need to comply with tax regulations, if you receive a certain amount of income through Venmo, particularly for goods and services, Venmo might need your SSN to report that income to the IRS. This is especially relevant for those using Venmo for business transactions. When Venmo detects suspicious activity, if the platform flags your account for potentially fraudulent or unusual activity, they may require additional verification, including your SSN, to ensure the security of your account and the platform. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, security. Is it safe to give Venmo your SSN? Venmo, like other reputable financial platforms, employs a range of security measures to protect your data. They use encryption, secure servers, and other industry-standard practices. However, no system is completely foolproof. Data breaches can happen, and it's essential to be aware of the risks involved. Here are some things to keep in mind. Understand Venmo's privacy policy. Read through their policy to understand how they collect, use, and protect your data. Enable two-factor authentication. This adds an extra layer of security to your account, making it harder for unauthorized users to access it. 1. www.veristyleaka.com. www.veristyleaka.com. Be cautious of phishing scams. Never share your SSN or other sensitive information via email or text message. Venmo will typically request this information through the app itself. Monitor your account activity. Regularly check your transactions for any suspicious activity. Keep your app updated. Ensure you have the latest version of the Venmo app installed, as it often includes security updates. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to provide your SSN to Venmo is a personal one. You need to weigh the convenience of using the platform against the potential risks. If you're only using Venmo for small, casual transactions, you might never be asked for your SSN. But if you're a power user, or if you're using Venmo for business, you'll likely encounter those verification requests. It's about understanding the context. It's about being informed. It's about navigating the digital landscape with a healthy dose of skepticism and a clear understanding of your rights and responsibilities. The question of does Venmo need my SSN isn't a simple yes or no. It depends. It depends on your usage, your transaction volume, and the regulations Venmo is obligated to follow. It's a reflection of the complex world of digital finance, where convenience and security are constantly balancing each other out. It's crucial to remember that your SSN is valuable. It's a key piece of your identity. So, before you hand it over to any platform, do your research. Understand the reasons, understand the risks, and make an informed decision. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.